I'm not going to put disrespect on Madam C.J. Walker's name. You're not. She did not have a plantation. She had a home and a factory in which she paid people. This is her home here. This is her in 1911 driving a vehicle. Boss. And if you don't know about her, which you should because she was an American pioneer, you should know about her. And it's really unfortunate that you don't. Because I promise you, once you do, you will hold this woman in the highest regard, as she is deserved to be held. She was born in Louisiana in 1867, and her name was Sarah Breedlove. Following Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, she was the first child in her family that was born free. But her parents were not. By the time that this woman was 7 years old, she was orphaned. And she had to move in with her sister and her brother-in-law being not so nice to her. And so she gets married at just 14 years old. She was incredibly young. Here's a quote. I came from the cotton fields of the South. I was promoted from there to the wash tub. Then I was promoted to the cook kitchen. And from there, I promoted myself into the business of manufacturing, hair goods, and preparations. Do you know that this woman only had 3 months of formal education and taught herself? She took extra classes at Sunday school just to be able to read, to learn, because she really felt that she wanted to be educated, even though it was not given to her. It was not her right at the time. She had a daughter, and then her husband passed away, and so she really, truly wanted to give her daughter the life that she didn't have. And so she worked hard to make her money. She tried to be a singer, she washed dishes, she did all these things. She worked for someone who did hair care, just so that her daughter could have a formal education, in which she did. I mean, this is an amazing woman. Hello? Do you know that she suffered from severe dandruff? She suffered from balding. All of this was because the products are not made for people who had hair like her. And so she said, that's enough, and I'm going to change this. And she did. She married a man called C.J. Walker, and that's why she is Madam C.J. Walker. But it wasn't the husband's money. She had 3 husbands. It wasn't their money that made her. She made her. She did it. She literally funded the Tuskegee Institute. She funded the African American YMCA. She funded Senate projects. She created a school. She made a whole school. So do not disrespect the great Madam C.J. Walker. She was a woman who had everything stacked against her. And look at what she achieved. And maybe if you actually had a heart instead of a potato, maybe you'd look at her and say, if she did it, I could. But, you know, that might be a little much for you. That might be a little too deep. Get going out of my comment section. We're done. You're done.